Could you tell us how your talk turned out?
We continued our talks this morning over a wide variety of subjects. They were good talks, and I'll be prepared to discuss the various matters which we have covered later on this afternoon when I'll be having a press conference.
Secretary, we can't hear you.
The talks with the Secretary of State and his advisors were excellent, and we can wind up now to say that they were conducted in the most friendly atmosphere. Some people, before I went to Washington, expected a so-called confrontation. 24 hours before the Secretary of State arrived in Israel, some people said, now there will be the confrontation. I came back from Washington without any confrontation except with the heat. It was terribly hot in Washington during our visit. And now I can say no confrontation with the Secretary of State. Sometimes my impression is that there are people who wait with a wristwatch. When is going to be a confrontation between Israel and the United States of America? So there is no confrontation, there is real friendship, exchange of views, and the next stage will be September, meetings between the Secretary of State on one hand and the foreign ministers of Israel and several Arab neighboring countries on the other hand. That is the next stage. I think I made clear our stand towards the PLO yesterday night in the Knesset, and our stand was published very widely, as I understand, also in the United States. This is our stand, and we unflinchingly say that under no circumstances will there be any negotiations with the so-called PLO. Well, I repeat that there is a great achievement by the Secretary of State during his trip. I asked the Secretary of State, and we agreed that we are not going to disclose it for the time being. One day everybody will know, but I can repeat that there is a real achievement in the peacemaking process.